Happy Thursday evening, everyone. And yes, I am on for the third time today. Yes, your eyes are not deceiving you.
What a treasure.
Yeah, very, very fun and interesting shows, very informative. So today we have New Wave Expo, which will be October 22nd in Corpus Christie. So, hey,
Hi.
Mish, how are
Hi.
you?
I'm good. I'm just kind of relaxing and enjoying the calm before the storm. We always have a lot of things going on every single weekend.
Well, I do know, I think we talked earlier, you had actually been to, what was it, 17, 18 different conventions now?
The last weekend I've been to 18 just this year.
And what's your total for this year going to be when you're done?
So I have one coming up on Sunday. That's superhero car show.
The big one.
Yep.
Yep.
Big one. There's a lot of people that are already complaining and it hasn't even started. I'm like, calm down. Just give it a minute.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be like at 25 by the time my show comes on in October.
Goodness.
Yeah.
That's definitely quite a bit.
Yeah. I it's a good thing I love this world. Otherwise this would be torture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And hey, Sarah. Sarah Dunn says, hi, friends.
Hello.
But let's talk about your convention a little. We know it's in Corpus Christi. We know it's October 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What are your plans for the show so far?
So we're gonna do something totally different. We want to do something that is going to be good for the vendors, for the artists, for the voice actors and the features and stuff like that. Because I promise you, nobody's gonna come to our show without the voice actors, the artists, and the vendors. And so we go and put them into like this database, and that way they're not oversaturated and everything, and it kind of gives everybody a fighting chance to sell out on stuff. We're going to be doing like a cosplay contest, but it's going to be runway style. So they're going to be talking about how long it took for them to make their costume, roundabout how much, what the inspiration was, and stuff like that.
Very nice. Now, with all this, are you also going to have like an after party to go with it, even though it's just a 1 day show? Or
So we are. We're gonna do a pre-party to start off the week before, but we're also doing a pre-party the Friday before. For all of the voice actors, for all of the artists, for all of the vendors, we're gonna have a big dinner and like everybody to interact with each other without the guests. I mean, without the audience, like without the attendees.
mm-hmm.
The vendors never get to meet the voice actors without running away from their table and then coming back and everything. So we wanted to give them that opportunity, and all they have to do is pay for their meal, and then they're going to get signatures and stuff like that. And then our after party is going to be at this event center that is upstairs, downstairs. Unfortunately, it will be 21 and up, but we are doing like a pre-party that is for all ages.
Very nice.
So what guests so far have you announced?
Oh, so we did already Stephanie Nadoli with Dragon Ball Z. So she's going to be coming in. She has a friend coming in as well, but we can't announce her yet. But I did want to wait until the con hour to announce a next guest. And so the next guest, drum roll please, is Mark M. Is it Malden?
Malden. There you go.
It's on Borderlands. So this is the first time that we've announced it and everything. We're really excited. We just we got the signature, like the contract and everything a couple of weeks ago, but we wanted to announce it in a big time, and so we figured, well, this is a good time.
Yay. Very nice.
Hey,
Definitely happy to hear that.
yes.
We get to be an announcement. Been an exciting
Come for
shows today.
anybody that wants to come in the con hour to our convention, we'll give you the red carpet treatment. Just let me know. And I know that you're in bed right now, and we all wish you the best from New Wave. I would go crazy. I don't know how you do it.
That one.
Poor thing. How do you do it?
I don't know. It's been the entire summer. It kind of sucks. But I'm hoping. I don't know. I'll find out if I'm having surgery soon. I don't know.
We'll send you good thoughts.
Thank
We'll
you.
send you vibes and everything.
Much appreciated.
Now, is this going to be your second show, or?
So this is my first show.
Okay.
I've been at conventions, about like 6 other conventions I've been a part of. The last 21 years. The last year, so I would say the last 20 years, I've been a part of 6 different other conventions, and then this last year, I've been kind of amping up for my own.
So how does it feel to do your own as opposed to?
Oh, super stressful.
I don't want to hear that.
But it's fun. Oh man, I mean, I love this world. Like they're like, oh, you're putting on a convention, you should watch this and this and this. And I'm like, I would not sleep. If I watched everything that somebody told me to watch, I wouldn't sleep. Like Mr. Greg over there, he doesn't sleep. But that's his choice.
What can I say? Between shows, conventions, and
yeah, we're just gonna go
to conventions.
Sleep in a corner somewhere and just put a "Do Not Disturb" sign on his nose or something.
We'll probably just stand there. Yeah.
And just drop one of those Acme bricks on my head. That will do the trick.
There you go.
Let's see, Tom, I have so many suggestions for you.
Everybody has.
Is that on how to sleep?
How to sleep? How to run a con? How to?
Yeah. Message me at the end for both.
Yes, for sure. So what made you decide to come up with this show for one day?
So I was working for another company, and my co-founder, I met him because he was in the advertising business, and I was getting some business cards from him. So I fell in love with The Office, and he was like, what if we do this? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. So it was kind of just like, it kind of just happened so fast. Like, it just really happened so fast. I had always wanted to do this. I just never found the right person to do it. I think like it's just suicide if somebody does it by themselves. This is like, we have like about like maybe 15 people like in our board members and stuff. We still like, everyone's just kind of running everywhere. So but yeah, I've always wanted to do this. Like for the past 20 years, I wanted to do this. I've had other companies as well, and I just felt like this is where I wanted to be. I've worked really, really hard to get here, and I'm just like, okay, I'm good.
Very nice.
It's a lot of work, I'm sure, but it's, we were saying before, if it's something that you love, it's a lot of work, but it's still fun.
Yeah, you get to meet so many people. I mean, that's Greg here. People, so many vendors and so many voice actors and so many artists. I mean, we go, Adam and I and Moose and some of the other board members, we go to all of these conventions, and like people are starting to get to know us. I mean, we're going to San Antonio, Houston, Dallas. We went to BayCon. We went to ACon, KamehamehaCon. We're going to San Japan. We're going to that superhero. So like, we just get to meet so many people and so many voice actors and stuff. So it's just so much fun. I love it.
Well, like I gave myself a little bit extra time, but we're basically going to be like you and just getting the word out slowly right now. Right now it's slowly, but I know once November hits, it's going to be all hands on deck.
Are you excited?
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
I
I've
don't know if
already.
I'm excited or scared.
Probably a little bit
It's
of
probably a little bit of both.
Yeah, I think that like because I go and reach out to every single owner of every convention that we go to. Just kind of like, hey, like we're the new guys in town. We're new, like we're doing our own convention and everything, and everybody's like, oh yeah, it's like we're just excited and everything, but nobody tells you like I'm terrified. I was terrified prior to it. Like nobody says anything like that. They make it sound like rainbows and daisies and lollipops and stuff, and it's
I've
not.
known that. That stuff. I mean, there's
No,
a point that you can't do anything, though. It's like you've done all you can up to this point, and the rest, I would imagine, be just like letting it fly and see what it does.
We're
'cause-
we're constantly doing like we do mini events. So we do mini events 1 3 every single month, and like this right here, this is with Painting with a Twist. We brought Elise from Dragon Ball Z to do like I kind of wanted to. So the reason why I did that is I wanted to experience these voice actors, like what is it like to play a game with them, what is it like to have a meal with them, to just hang out with them. So that's why I did this with Elise, and I did it with Stephanie as well. So Stephanie came in February to Freebirds, and she did signing and stuff like that from 5 to 9:30, and like she was busy the whole time. I think she went to GameStop to get more product because she sold out. And then that was like she was busy the whole time. And we did a cosplay contest and everything, and like it's just such a great experience, but I wanted to experience that, and like I wanted to give my audience, our audience, like that experience as well, especially seeing how we're first year. Like there's going to be a lot of kids that are going to be going to our convention that this is their first time going, and I want them to have this great experience, and their parents, because their parents, they understand this world because we're them, you know.
So let me
Yes.
see if I'm following you correctly.
And
You go to anywhere between, like at this point, you're going to be 20 something shows by the time your thing hits, and you put on a little show every single month. When do you sleep?
Very much. Like our next event is going to be August 13th. It's going to be at Freebirds. It's going to be from 12 to 9:30 at night. We're going to have a cosplay contest. We're having one of our artists over there, and he's going to be doing some signing and stuff like that. We're going to have some board games, and so we kind of just want to do free stuff, and then we want to do some signings, and like it's all about advertising, and that's not gonna it's gonna be nothing to do that. Sometimes it costs a lot of money, and sometimes it costs a little bit, and you gotta take that balance.
Brilliant idea.
Yeah, thank you.
kind of like you, because it's our first year for running a show, and East Texas has nothing, so we're hitting the East Texas market.
Yeah.
And we actually have a pop-up event that's going to be coming, but we're not going to say when, where, or who yet. But we do have our first pop-up that we have scheduled, and we are excited getting. It gets exciting getting this stuff completed.
It's
So-
exciting, but you're just like, can it just hurry up and get here so I can be done with it? Then I can sleep. And then like after the event, we're just like, all right, high five. We did it. We survived.
Well, I
I
would almost think it's kind of like a small dress rehearsal. So like it's like, okay, are all my boxes checked?
Yeah.
How is this going to take off, sort of deal?
It's so much, but like seeing the kids and stuff like that, all of them happy and excited, and a lot of them like didn't get to experience this last year because of COVID. So like kind of happy to all get out there and everything, and that's a lot of the reasons why we did, like, if you see our like everything's like all 8-bit and everything, because we're starting over on this world together, right? Because we're all in lockdown. So that's where the video game started. Like, it started 8-bit. So we're just all starting over together.
That's
And
cool. I never thought of it that way. That's neat.
yeah, as we go on the years, like our second show, we'll add a little bit more of like what it was like getting the next video game system and everything. So we'll have a little
that's
bit
cool
crowd.
idea. I like that.
Yeah.
That
That's
is
definitely a cool idea.
Yeah. So it's just constantly thinking about stuff and just kind of putting it down, and your mind, like, it just never turns off.
I think it's smart though, because you're like thinking ahead. You're
Yeah.
like, yeah, I
Well,
got
we want for a very long time. I have kids, and I want to leave them with a legacy. You know,
Mhm.
after
Mhm.
I'm gone, you only live that one life, so we're told. So I just want to live it to the fullest, but I want other people to experience that too.
Mhm.
That's cool. Definitely. And I know a lot of people are going to enjoy it. Like I said, have to figure out what we're going to do. We might go 2 different places. You know, we can go 3. We can actually go 3 or 4 different places at once.
Yeah, with you. You can be everywhere.
Where's Greg? Oh, he's here, here, and here. How did he do that?
He probably
Corpus,
loves
Dallas, San Antonio, Houston, 4 cities in
We need
2
to start a
days.
game instead of Where's Waldo is Where's Greg? Who can spot him and get online? There's a picture of the Greg. He's kind of like the Sasquatch, you know, Bigfoot.
Make sure to have the hat. Make sure to
There
have
you
great
go.
stuff like that, because that's his signature hat.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
like, is it a myth or is that Greg? Like
the,
Loch Ness.
ponytail and the hat. If you see that, you know you see me.
There
Actually,
you go.
Comic Palooza, that's what I saw first, and I was like, "Oh, there's Greg," and there he goes.
You need to have like a little shadow thing and have that be like your logo or something, Greg.
Oh, God.
The hat, the ponytail. That's kind of cool.
You
So
never know. We might have something coming up.
that's cool. For New Wave Expo, where is it exactly, and how can people find information on it online?
So it's going to be at the American Bank Center. It is downtown. It's about 5 minutes away from our featured hotel. You can go to newwaveexpo.com, and then expo is xpo.com. Let me show you.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not an EXPO. It's just at xpo.com. It's going to tell you all the information. Closer to the time, we're going to be announcing more guest stars and stuff like that, and a lot of the other stuff. Yes.
There you go. Awesome. Well, I'm excited. So, anything else you can tell us about in the actually New Wave Expo? Is there game sections? Is there going to be, you know, what
So there is
panels?
and we're going to have, like, we're supporting local as far as Corpus Christie, but we're also supporting Texas as well. So the majority of our voice actors and our artists are Texas.
Oh, cool.
So we kind of wanted to make sure, like I told Moose, he's the other co-founder. I said, you know, the majority of the people are coming from Dallas. We should just rent a plane and then just have everybody come over. He's like, okay, calm down. But so many people coming from Dallas, it's not even funny.
Actually, I think I just read somewhere where they've actually made some of those jets more affordable now.
Oh, that might be something to think about.
Maybe we have quite a few people.
I can't think of the name of the jets now because my mind's been blank from today, but those private jets are now more affordable where you can fly. Something to think about.
Well, if you think of the name, let me know, because we might be interested. I'm not going to take it off the table quite yet. Let's find out the price first.
It might save you some money in the long run. Who knows?
Right.
And you wouldn't have to worry about the cancellations like they're having right now.
Or trying to find them in an airport.
Yeah, that's true.
That alone might make it worth it, or like rent a Greyhound bus or something. That
Oh,
could be an
oh.
interesting trip. And a
No, I
bus.
wouldn't do that
No.
to anybody. I
You-
wouldn't do that to anybody.
a bunch of voice actors in a Greyhound bus. That could be fun.
Not even worst enemy. I've done Greyhound from Spokane, Washington to Corpus Christie, and let me tell you, that is
Ooh.
very, very
That's a
scary.
long hike.
I was totally terrified. I did it because I wanted to. I didn't have to, but I wanted to try it because other people had done it. And I was like, I could totally do this. This is going to be fun. It was not fun.
And then you're like, never again.
Never
Now, I
again.
might do an Amtrak.
That would be interesting.
I'd love to do like a Harry Potter themed, like,
Oh yes,
oh my gosh.
that would be awesome. You could like pick
That
whichever car is which house are you in?
Yeah. I'm Hufflepuff, so
Let's talk about this later.
okay.
we might have something going here.
Yes, like a train convention. Ooh, that's
Uh-huh.
all
That's
right.
a cool idea.
Write that down.
Cool idea. Each car has its own little house. You know,
Yeah.
which house are you in?
And then, so the convention will be per cart. Like you'll
Mhm.
have the convention in every cart because they're all combined.
Or they could be like contests, and you know, like either building a Lego thing or you know do whatever and see who
Yep.
wins each contest, and whichever house wins gets like the primo dinner car, and then the other ones have to go to the other car, and that could be interesting. Sorry,
love
we're going on a huge rabbit hole right now.
I'm sitting here
Let's
saying,
go with this. I love it. I love it. Let's do it.
all these ideas belong to the people on this show right now. No one can take this.
Happy
We have it. The date is the 4th of August at 6:33. Those ideas belong to the people on the show.
You cannot copyright.
Yes, and it's recorded.
Yep. Proven.
I honestly just want to bring a show that a lot of people, it's familiar, but they really haven't experienced. And I want it to be a show that these kids are going to remember. We do have another convention here in Corpus Christie, and we wish them the best, but we want the best out of our show
Mhm.
for our community.
Everybody wants that, though.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That show was what, 2 weeks ago?
It was
Or
the
3
same.
weeks ago.
Yeah, it was the same weekend as Comic Palooza.
That was the
Okay.
17th, yeah.
So 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't even remember yesterday. So I don't know. If you say, Greg, that it was ago, I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna trust you.
Well,
because
I remember everything because everything for me has been 2 weeks. It was Comic Palooza, then 2 weeks was Anime Matsuri, 2 weeks Anime Houston, 2 weeks Comic Conroe, 2 weeks Anime Oklahoma.
yeah.
I keep forgetting Anime Oklahoma, but I need to not.
So that's how I remember all that because it was just everything just happened to be 2 weeks apart from each other.
Okay, got it. In my brain now. Now it's 2 weeks. Okay, 2 weeks after. Got it in there now. Okay. I'm excited for all of them. I'm just excited to get back in there. I have a cool little scooter. See if I can not hit anybody in it, but it's gonna be fun.
Like, so it's both of your ankles, or
They were both originally sprained, but only the one is still in trouble.
Ooh.
So I have like one of those where you like bend your knee on the scooter. And and the funny thing was I did it the other day and I thought my thighs were going to murder me the next day. That's actually a workout on your thighs, believe it or not.
really?
Mm.
You wouldn't think so, but yeah, it kind of reminded me of my skateboarding days. It was fun. I can't wait.
Well, at least you're staying inside, so you're not dealing with the heat. It is so hot. Oh well.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, one of my questions is because I know you keep saying the kids, what kind of special things are you doing for the kids?
So one of the things that we're going to be doing is the kids that are trying to find families, like the foster kids, we're going to do goodie bags for them, and we're letting them come to our show. The ones that aren't able to come to our show, we're going to be like visiting them in superhero costumes and stuff like that, and we're going to get the schools involved and stuff like that. So
I love that. That is so cool.
that's copyright too. New Wave Expo. So.
So are you doing cosplay contests for like big ones and little people, or how's that working?
Doing multiple cosplay contests. We're doing cosplay contests for like elementary, and then we're doing like older kids, and then we're doing adults. Just because like some of the younger kids, they're not going to have the costumes that they made themselves. It's going to be costumes in October. It's going to be like they bought them at the store, but obviously the adults, those are strictly like handmade only. But all of them are going to be like the cosplay runway show.
Oh,
so
cool.
they're all going to, so they're going to get this sheet of paper, and this sheet of paper is going to say how long it took for them to make it, around how much they paid, what's the inspiration, what kind of products they used and stuff like that, just to kind of give like the encouragement for other people to do cosplay, because people think, oh man, I can't do that. I can't do a YouTube channel, but you can. You just need to know. Nobody knows how to do it. Like Adam says, nobody knows how to do it until they can do it, until they've done it.
Just try it. What's the worst thing?
You got to at least try.
Yeah. And so we want to give people that inspiration. We're doing a cosplay ER. And so with the cosplay ER, people can go and get their costumes fixed. But we're also going to have somebody there that's going to be kind of talking about how to create something of your own. So next year, maybe we'll get that one kid that's going to come in and say, oh, I was at your show last year and they showed me how to do a costume, and this is my costume now.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That. And then so we'll follow their journey and everything, and then we'll do a story on it.
Oh, sweet. So is this going to be like panels, or is it just going to be?
So we are going to do the panels and stuff like that. This one will be the panel for it. We have with Stephanie, her other voice actor, which I can't repeat yet. Greg does know. Obviously, he knew before I did, but we can't announce it yet. But she'll be doing a panel with her co-star, I guess. So she'll be doing a panel, and then Elise with Dragon Ball Z. She isn't going to be able to attend. However, she has a podcast on YouTube, and she has given us permission to play her YouTube channel throughout our whole entire show. So we'll have it on there for display, and then her information on how they can link in and everything, and we'll just like get permission and link people into their YouTube channels to get more followers, and Twitch and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, it's a kind of coming out for us, being our first year, but we want to support our new friends, and even if they're not able to be at our show yet.
It sounds like fun. I would love to go there. Hopefully I can.
Hopefully you can. Yeah. Love for you to be there.
I don't want to get you in trouble, so we're going to have to ask this too. What about your sponsors?
So some of our sponsors have been announced. We just got another sponsor today, FX Games. And so that's here in Corpus. We've been friends with them for quite a while, since they opened, and then COVID hit and everything. So I knew him prior to, and then we just signed them up today. So
very nice.
Some of the other ones that you've already announced.
So some of the other ones that we announced, gosh, I don't even know. I'm kind of drawing a blank right now.
Uh-oh.
Let me see if I can look this up online. NewWaveExpo.com.
Yeah. So some of our board members have companies, and that's how they became board members. They became our sponsors, and then they were like, I really want to help out as much as I possibly can and everything. Like Elite Fat Fish and Tackle, he's with the fishing company, and he's one of our board members. He's actually our sales director.
Okay, sorry.
We have Sugar Botany. They're a catering company, and so we kind of have a little bit of everything. But one of the, and I don't know like how other companies are, like we're first year, and so a lot of people don't talk about what it was like their first year. But we have learned that first year, like everybody's like super popular, as they should be, you know. But like we're doing this pretty much ourselves. We're ourselves. This is a labor of love and financial love, you know. So we're super grateful what we have and what we have had and everything. But like it's mainly just us.
So I found your list of sponsors online on your
Great.
waveexpo.com. You don't have any gold sponsors listed yet, but the Corpus Christie Ice Rays are silver sponsors.
So Corpus Christie Ice Rays, let me talk a little bit about that because they're doing something super exciting. So their season has already ended. We did do Hero Night, and that went over really, really well. So the day of our convention is the day that their season starts. And so with that, like they're going to be announcing, I cannot announce it yet, but they're going to be announcing how people can get in with their cosplay. So superheroes. So with cosplay and with our tickets, you're going to be able to get in at a special rate. So right after our show, because our show ends at 7, you go around the building and bam, you're in the Ice Rays game.
That is so cool. I love that. Okay, so media sponsors: Planet 102.3, the Eagle 104.5, and the Bull 107.3.
Yes, so that's a local station, and you can get them online as well. And they've been like really, really supportive with us. They went to our Freebirds event with Stephanie, and they gave out some prizes and everything. They'll be there for a couple of hours for our convention.
Okay, community sponsors: Freebirds, Cotton's Collectibles, and TGI Fridays.
Yes, so Cotton's Collectibles is a local pop culture. They sell cards as well, and they do like tabletops and stuff like that. They're fairly young. They're a young married couple, but they are doing so well. They're thriving. We're super happy for them.
Very cool. So I was looking at your guest list because you have like pretty much everything you need to know is on this. It's really neat.
Yeah.
So I found Stephanie Aldoni, Marcus Malden. I did it right. Jim Foronata, Danny Chambers, I met her, and Chris George, and then featured artists are Sam De La Rosa, met him, interviewed him.
That's the one that's going to the Sam De La Rosa. That's the one. Oh gosh.
He drew Venom, or he did. I know he did Venom.
Yes. He did Venom. Yes. Did you? Juan Carlos. Have you seen Juan Carlos before?
No, but there's Juan Carlos Ramos, Mustafa that we've interviewed, and Matt Frank.
Yes. So Juan Carlos Ramos he did our mascot pretty much for the U.S. Lexington. So that's what his event is going to be for signing for August 13th at Freebirds.
Oh, very cool.
Sweet.
It's going to be a very long day. So from 12 to 9 o'clock. So if y'all want to stop by.
You've got a lot going on. I'm excited though. You've got some great people coming. You've got some amazingly brilliant ideas. So I'm excited to see how it turns out for you. So is parking going to cost if they come down there?
So parking is going to cost, but we're going to be doing something special for all of the voice actors, the artists, and the vendors. So if they book with our featured hotel, they stay like their parked cars and everything stay at the hotel. They set up on Friday, and then Saturday we are paying. New Wave Expo is paying for a shuttle, so that morning we're paying for all of our vendors, all of our voice actors, and all of our artists to go to the convention, and then as soon as the show is over, then they go back to the hotel, get their vehicles, and then they can break down.
Nice.
And they
Very
get
nice.
they get water during the event free of charge.
Mhm.
And then with our food vendors, they're going to be getting special rates for lunch and snacks and stuff.
That
Nice.
was the other thing I was going to ask. Were you going to have food vendors or food trucks there? Or?
So we have totally got rid of, like, you know, whenever you go to like one of these event places, they have like Savor and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like have the concession stand. So we kick guys out, and so we're bringing all of that in ourselves. So we have like a few different. I think we have like 4 so far. A lot of these vendors, they do this for a living or it's a part-time gig, and so they pay as their show goes on and stuff like that. So some of them, we're starting to really get our vendor list going. But as we get closer, it seems like there's more and more vendors.
How many vendors do you think y'all are going to have total, and what size of a space? Because I know that makes a big difference.
So we have a 10 by 10, and that is $250. A 10 by 20, that's $300, and a 20 by 20, that's $400. And then the artist alley is going to be a 10 by 10 is $125, and a 10 by 20 is $150. So, and just depending, I guess it really all depends. Like we're thinking about 150 to 200 vendors. Now, if we get a lot of 20 by 20s, then it's going to be looking more like the 150. We have some big booths coming and big items coming that we can't announce yet, but it's going to be taking up some space. So we're looking at anywhere between 150 to 200 currently.
Yeah.
I found some more sponsors on your page.
Yeah.
It's moose.com.
So itsmoose.com is my business partner.
Okay.
His company is does all of our marketing and all of our digital. And I mean, honestly, he does like awesome work. So this is all in-house and everything. So like he really, really does a great job. Like I applaud him. Like this is 100% him. I just kind of give my 2 cents, and he does that part.
There's one I don't know. It doesn't say what it is. There's like a shark with an E on it. I don't know which one that one is.
So that's the Elite Fish and Tackle. That's the fishing company. And then he's also our marketing director.
Okay, we already talked Corpus Christie Ice Race. Sugar Botany, it's a cupcake thing, and I'm wondering if that's the one that Amy's in love with. Is that the same one?
No.
Okay.
One of our board members, she does like catering, like she does cakes and cookies, and she's really, really awesome. And she loves anime too, so this works like perfectly.
Sweet.
Yeah. Amy's cupcake lady is in Galveston. They're in Corpus.
Oh, okay.
There's a long distance there.
Okay. And the exchange is the last one.
So the exchange, that is the actual place that we're going to be having our after party after the ice race game. So we have our convention from 9 to 7, 9 o'clock in the morning till 7 at night. And then we have a full ice race game. And then after the ice race game, then we're going to have the after party until 2 a.m.
Cool. Yeah. You even have like a blog on here. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
You've got like a lot of stuff on here. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to have VIP passes where they can come in 30 minutes early, or?
So it will be an hour before for a VIP pass. We do. We're keeping an. We do have some stuff that we have like a list for the VIP stuff that's going to be in this swag bag, but we're kind of keeping that under wraps. Like we're keeping it very, very close to us because we want everybody to be surprised. We will be putting out some special offers for our next event as far as like some discount rates if you buy two, you save and stuff like that. So
awesome. Like
yeah.
I said, it sounds like you're trying to like benefit everybody all the way around. So I congratulate you on that. You're thinking all the way through.
We want to reach every single clientele. Just like some of these moms and pops, they're not going to know what this stuff is. So we're going to make sure that we have something in there for them. Even though they're not interested in this stuff, we want to get them interested, but we're going to have like some boutiques and we want to have like a coffee shop in there and stuff like that and kind of keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, it's like I said, it sounds fun. I would love to go. Hopefully I can. But yeah, newwaveexpo.com, NEWAVEXPO.com.
Yes,
Correct.
and it's actually in the chat.
Awesome.
And they can just click it and go straight to the site.
Yeah, it's very informative. You've got it like all in there. That was very nice. Well done.
Okay, so we've covered the sponsors. We've covered some of the guests. We won't cover them all because there's some not mentionable yet.
Talk about the pop-up that's coming up next week.
Yeah, so the pop-up is going to be on the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be doing a cosplay contest. I have some pop figures that we're going to be auctioning off. And for our event, we're going to be doing like a raffle. And in order to get into the raffle, you purchase like a free birds meal. And then we're going to pick out the name of the winner. And some of these pop figures that have the signatures, I've met them, and I kind of just want to share that with them.
Wow, like you can't lose on that one. Freebirds has some awesome food too.
Now, I don't know how to word this, but I know one of the things that we're doing is I don't want to say donating, but we're getting with a local charitable company. Mm-hmm. And for us, it's all Animals Lives Matter of East Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And do y'all have anything that y'all are going to be doing with anything like that? Or have you thought about it?
So we thought about some of the animals and stuff like that. We don't know as of right now if we're going to have the space for it and if they will approve it at the American Being Center. So we kind of have to see.
Well, I mean, not necessarily bringing the animals, but it's like I think what we plan on doing is like having a silent auction, and then all that goes straight to them.
Yeah. So we kind of thought about the silent auction and everything. We haven't really decided. I know that we want to. We're really focusing on those kids that are trying to find their forever home, and we want like. We're asking for donations to put in their goodie bags because a lot of them have never been to these events before and they don't know this world at all because they haven't been privileged to this. And so we want to get them started.
Well, that one I would definitely say would be your charitable part of it. Because I think a lot of shows, not all shows, but a lot of shows do something for charity.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to be fun.
So that's what I enjoy about the Comic-Con family is that it's a giving family. It's not just centered on the big bucks. It's like, okay, who can we help while we're doing it? Like there's the heroes ones where they go to the different hospitals just as cosplay. There's lots of things to do.
We thought about that. I did talk to a couple of different hospitals. Right now with COVID and everything, that's still kind of a little hard to do. Mm-hmm. One of the options that they said that they could like have us outside and the kids can watch through a window or something. And I'm like, that's nothing. Can we do that closer to it being cool outside? Because that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little too hot to do that right now.
But the kids would still love it, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, totally love it. Yeah.
There's many different things to think about and many different aspects, and you'll never get it all in one show, and you definitely won't get it all in your first year show.
Yeah, well, the good thing is that we're here to stay for a while, so we have plenty of time.
There we go. That's how we feel.
Well, I'm excited for you. It sounds awesome.
Thank
and
you.
I can't wait to see who the other guests are because they're kind of blocked out. So it's like I can't
yeah,
see.
So we kind of want everybody to keep on guessing and tune in, and we don't want to give all of our secrets all at once.
No,
not all at once.
There's nobody
like, who else are we gonna get?
Yeah.
Now, was there anything that you'd like to add before we head out?
No, I think we're good. I think closer to the time I can talk about more stuff and everything, more solid stuff. We just have so much stuff. We're trying to really decide on what we're going to put this year and what's going to be next year. And I think whenever you get to the brainstorming, you just get so excited and you want to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't. You're just like, God, I want to. But do I have the time? Do I have the money? Do I have the effort? Dang it, I don't. I got to wait until next year.
But that's so it gives you something for the next year.
Yeah, that's really what we're struggling with right now. We're like, that's year 2, that's year 3. And a lot of people that I've talked to, they're like, oh, only one day. You got to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's something that I want to let the other person know, the next person that's going to start their convention. I want you to know that you have to start somewhere. So if you think that you have to do a 3-day event, you don't have to do a 3-day event. You're starting your party. You start off when you're going to start off. It's a 1-day event. It's a 1-day event. Next year, it's going to be bigger and better. You got to start somewhere. You have to crawl before you can run.
Yes. And it also depends on the location.
Yeah.
Location is everything.
Yes, and location. And we have a really good location. It's downtown by the water. And I really think that that's a very good location. I think the only thing that I would change with it is that we had more space. But next year we'll have more space.
Definitely.
That hockey game right afterwards. I just have to go around the corner too. That's awesome.
Yes, and I love that Ice Rays is, because I used to work with them before, because I did marketing with Papa John's, and so I was their marketing coordinator, and we were one of their sponsors, and so I've worked with Ice Rays before, and it's a lot of fun and everything. I got to do the hockey, the puck drop and stuff like that in costume, and I just think it's so much fun.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Unless they high sticked you, then it wouldn't have been too cool.
See, the thing is they can go over there to cool off because it's hot. They're in drink. So
I cannot wait.
It sounds awesome.
Yes.
So you can find everything on newwaveexpo.com. That's NEWAVE. No, New Wave. That's NEWWAVE. xpo.com.
Yes.
There you go. But everyone, I know we will catch y'all on Tuesday on our next show, which will be, of course, 11 a.m. Central Time. So until then,